Welcome to the channel Excellence, where we strive for excellence. We strive to be one better than what we were yesterday. I had a good question for everybody right now. What is God? What is God to you? What is it? Is it a ghost? Is it a spirit? Is it an entity? Is it something that you see? Is it man? Where do you see your God at? How many of y'all out there see God in man? Because y'all say Jesus was the Son of God. So Jesus came to show you that God is in all of us. Each and every last one of us. What are you living for? Are you living for yourself? Or are you living for God? Are you worrying about what I'm doing right now? Or are you worrying about what I'm saying? Ask yourself that. What is more important, what I'm doing or what I'm saying? See, that's why they say only God can judge me. It's not for you to pass judgment on what I'm doing. It's for you to take heed to what I'm saying. See, Jesus said when the disciples came into the trap house where he was at with Mary Magdalene and in there with drunks and thieves and cornersons and everything. And the disciples found him there. And he was drunk off wine and carnal things. See? And they said, my master, sure, this is going to be a sad day for you, for the people will shun you, as they do at 8. He said, am I not about my Father's work? See, people be more paying attention to what you're doing instead of focusing on the message that they should be receiving for themselves. See, that's when you were too much worried about me. And not worry about yourself. See, when it comes to me, I got everything in me and everything dealing with me under control. You have to get yourself under control. Everything was put on this earth for all of us to utilize. But you can utilize it foolishly or wisely. And it wasn't for man to tell me what I can do and what I can't do. God had already gave me divine instructions. To live in my heart space and to stay there. Don't move into the flesh. See, when you move into the flesh of things and you start having fleshly thoughts, then that's when you messed up. You can do whatever as long as you're in the spirit. Because the spirit ain't going to do nothing that harms. But the spirit will protect itself from harm. Understand that too. See, the spirit don't want no harm. It's not trying to harm you, no shape, form, or fashion. But if you try to harm the spirit, it may destroy you because there's no spirit in you. See, and God will conquer that flesh in a heartbeat. He'll lay that flesh down. So when you go up against a benevolent man that's living in spirit and you living in the flesh, you know your flesh is going to lay down. Your flesh is going to lay down. That is universal law. That is the law of the land. I do not give a damn how big your fucking army is. It don't take but one at pure at heart to take them all down. See, you can come with a bigger, raggedy ass crew. That's just a bigger crew for my spirit that you will hold through. When you come with that crew, I'm coming with that spirit. And I'm chewing a hole through everything. Like termites. You better study your spirit. You better know yourself. Once you study yourselves, you know the illusions of the world. You know the things that'll pass away. Truth is what is. It don't need no support, and it'll never pass away. The spirit of man will never pass away. But you can kill that spirit, and your life will never go on. And it's what this world is trying to do. You remember, they're trying to get you to kill that spirit. See, they don't want no spirit in that body. So they can control that body the way they want to. They want it robotic. Now, you can go robotic if you want to. And you can continue to be idiotic if you want to. Well, you can rise your thoughts to infinite wisdom and see the truth of everything that is, was, and evermore will be. Start living your truth. Quit living them lies. See, lies, these lies have really, really multiplied. So we live in a world where no one believes the truth. You can tell somebody the truth and they'll run from it. You put the truth on the manifest, people will flee. Because anytime the truth is on the manifest, falsehood has to flee. See, truth and falsehood cannot reside in the same place. They just can't do it. You cannot serve two masters at one time. You cannot serve the spirit and the flesh. You can't serve your spirit and live in the flesh for every fleshly desire that you have. See, those fleshly desires, you have to learn how to fast. And when I say fast, a time comes when you have to fast from eating. You have to fast from sex. You have to fast from cussing. Sometimes you have to fast from talking, period. See, I have fast where I have went a whole week and say I wasn't going to say nothing to nobody. See, I taught myself when they put me in them dismal crypts to be alone with self. For self-preservation, I think that was the best thing that ever happened. Because I couldn't have went into myself and studied myself as long as I was distorted by the murky ethers of my family, friends, and my surroundings. Because as I was coming up with the purity at heart, they were putting the naughty in, trying to kill it. So God say, no, 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 no. It's separation. Now, I'm going to show you. You have obtained all of this material things. And my family know what I had. I mean, from limousines to everything. If I wanted it, all I had to do was want. And I got it. But everybody was so envious and so jealous. Instead of following my teachings that came from the universe. See, I was put here to be a leader, not a follower. The biggest mistake my parents made was not listening to me as a child. When they kept telling me to get a job, I told them, no, I need to get people to work. But by them being the people of the work and not the people that were putting the workers to work, they wanted me to be a worker like them. So they constantly said, you need a job. You need a job. I'm saying I don't need no job. I'm creating jobs for other people. See, it was two people born at the same time I was born. One was looking for a job, and one was looking to hire people to work. You can't make me the one to look for the job when I have the ability to create jobs and put people to work. I started several companies when I was younger. LA Pest Control. And a lot of people out there worked with me and we made money. I started another company, Washington Brothers Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. There were so many people that worked with me with that company. But when I go to my family and try to put the company together as a family organization, saying, hey, Mom, put the phone in your house. You answer it and give us the calls and we'll go do the jobs. Now, I done bought one van, our family pitch in and we buy more vans. Hey, y'all can have your own workers and sending your own people out there to work, and you can stay at home and you can collect some money. Well, the first day we went out there and worked, it was me, my son, my nephew, and a few other guys, and we made good money. But for me to pay my nephew a couple $100 in one day, and my son a few $100 in a day, and us to come back and they see me with a few thousands for that day's work, now the discouragement comes in. So now my family started telling my son and my nephew, y'all not going out there hustling with your uncle. This is not a hustle. My company is registered. We're doing business. They got paid, but they can't go back tomorrow. But they can go and look for a job and get somebody to pay them $10 or $15 an hour. Well, they worked with me and they did their own job and that money went in their pocket. So when we had a sofa and a love seat to clean, if I had my son to go and clean it, that's his pay because it's my company. And if I tell my nephew to go and clean the carpet upstairs, that's his pay because he worked and it's my company. I'm paying according to the way I want to pay. So, and I'm downstairs and I'm doing my work, that's my pay. See, everybody was getting paid. But why did we have to be distorted by the murky ethers of the flesh that was around us when we were generating greatness and building not only a company, but a relationship with my nephew and my son? But being discouraged by the family and me being incarcerated and they just tearing the company down, now ask me, what kind of relationship do I have with my nephew and my son? None. None. Truth be told, the unveiling of the veil 2020, everybody gonna see the truth. I refuse to let people continue to have miseducated thoughts about my spirit and who I am because someone else gave them the thoughts and the ideals to create their own character of me in their mind. Well, I'm not in your head, and you're not in mine. But y'all two that work together, y'all in each other's heads, so y'all keep that warped ass shit going on. Because, see, that's some shit spinning around somewhere else. And it has nothing to do with the activation of my crown chakra. It has nothing to do with me opening my pineal gland to see the all of all. And it has nothing to do with me opening up my heart space to let God in fully and let him demonstrate through me. See, I'm not the body nor the soul. That person that was in this body, that spirit that used to be in this body, it has risen to higher heights. It's continuing to evolve. See, when it ascended, now it's descending. It is truly growing to show more beauty, to give up more buds, to be more happy, and to show more love, unconditional love to this world. It ain't about that shit that's going on in your mind, thinking about what I'm saying. You feel me? You watch The Messenger too much. Stop watching The Messenger. Listen to the message. Listen to them. The millenniums, the children nowadays, they don't even want to talk to y'all. Because they spirits ain't even nowhere near that naughty bullshit. So now you got the young people. They rather be drunk off Cornell wine and everything else than to deal with you adults in y'all foolishness and folly. The world has truly flipped the script. Grown-ups need to grow up, and the children are fully grown. These children have came out fully grown, and these grown-ups still have not gotten rid of their childish ways. I come to y'all in love. I leave y'all in peace. Have a blessed day. Learn to love instead of hate. Be in a world of peace and harmony. Peace and harmony, not death and destruction. I'm out.